Hello and welcome everyone to another inventRight TV show. We have a very special guest on today. He is a former inventRight student. His name is David, and he licensed a ornamental product, which is really nice and beautiful. And he's going to talk about his experience. David, welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. This is a very good program, inventRight, and we were able to achieve our dream of getting our product on the market. And it was a 2-3 year adventure from the start when I initially invented the item. I actually ended up getting it patented, and it is we call it the Hope Cross. And then when we got it manufactured and on the market, they kept the name. But this is what it is. It is a fish symbol, Icarus, and then also the cross in one.
So
and
that's a statue.
We contacted. Pardon?
It's a ornamental product that you would put on tabletop, but you ended up licensing 6 different versions of it.
6 different versions. We actually sent our sell sheet in to Dicksons Gifts, and I had a video along with it, and this is what the sell sheet was. Mm-hmm. And it says our benefit statements are that it's a fish symbol in one, that it stands alone, it's beautiful as a piece of jewelry, or even you can hang it as an ornament. So we got with Dicksons. It was about a 4-year process to get it on the market. Part of that was because of the COVID-19, but they ended up making from that item a 3-inch ornament, a 6-inch tabletop ornament, a his and hers necklace, a keychain, and what they call a mirror dangler. So it's something that hangs from your rearview mirror.
Yeah, I see that.
All from the same design, and it's right now it's on the market. All 6 of the items are on the market, and you can get them through wholesalers that Dicksons distributes to. There's like 3,900 in some stores.
Wow.
So yeah, you can actually see the products. It's on Dicksons Gifts on their.
We'll pull it up right here on the screen so everybody can see it.
And right, it's their 2020 supplement catalog.
Let me ask you, David, was that your vision? Was your goal to? Your sell sheet didn't have all these. It didn't have as much as what's showing. It kind of did. It suggested it. But what you were suggesting with your sell sheet happened, and people can see the catalog here, and you got them all. I mean, could 6 products, pretty cool. I mean, could they have done more? Is there anything that was missing? It seems like they hit them all.
With this design, it's kind of endless what you could do with it. Dicksons wanted us to start with this. We were manufacturing it at home. It wasn't cost effective for us as an ornament. Everybody flipped over it. And then when I got with Dicksons, they said, well, we don't want to do it as an ornament, which our intentions were. And I said, well, just let us know what you're going to do with it. So I sent them the prototype, and what they did was they put it in a room on a table. Everybody closed their eyes, stuck it in the center of the room, and then they opened their eyes and brainstormed from there what they were going to do with it. Yeah. Which is pretty interesting way of going about it. But they came up with there's a poem that goes along with it. So when you get the mirror dangler or the necklaces, it actually has a poem that comes along with it. And
yeah, that's pretty common with these types of religious products, isn't it? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
They say that it helps with selling them.
You said you had a hard time with your benefit statement because it's not like a kitchen gadget. It does this or that. It's an ornamental thing. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we didn't know. That was the hardest part. when we started the program, we actually ended up starting on, I think, step 5. We went through the other ones, but the main one that we needed help with, because we had prototypes, we were already selling it on the market a little bit. But the benefits is how do you say this is a good product and it's just something that you look at? I mean, how do you? It's beautiful, it's unique, but that's still not, so is a flower.
It's more, it's for lack of a better way of saying it, it's more of a vibe. It's a feeling, it's a vibe, it's what it looks like. It's like, does it look pretty? How does it make me feel? And so it's different, and that can be hard to do. My best suggestion when people have those products is look at other products that are like that, see how they market it, and go, oh, okay, that's how they're marketing these other ornamental types of products. But it's not easy, but it worked. You did it.
Right. Yeah, we're very happy, and we're right now it's in their brick and mortar stores, and you just have to go to the website and look up their store locations and then contact the stores that way. But they are putting it on Amazon, and in the contracts, it's the licensing agreement is for 4 years, and they're going to go worldwide with it. So, which is pretty exciting.
And I'm sure they'll renew that if it sells well,
Exactly. It's in the contract to do that.
Right.
And even then, when I was going over the contract with Paul Sorensen, he was saying the way the contract was initially sent to me was good enough, even if I signed it then and there. But we did make some changes to it.
Good. So they're pretty friendly. Not lots of too much debate with our negotiation coach Paul. Pretty straightforward.
It was very straightforward. I've actually only talked to Dicksons on the phone 3 times.
Wow.
And all the rest has been just through emails.
Yeah.
And our initial contact with Dicksons is no longer with them. She said she's going to keep up with it, what's going on with it. But the contact I have there now, I've talked to him once. And that was the initial contact that passed me off on to this other person that's no longer there.
I'm sorry, your contact isn't there anymore. I didn't know that. It's good. I would make an effort to make a contact, check in, not like how many do you sell, how much money do you make, but just like, can I help? I think they're in that business. It's going to be, with your products, it's going to be kind of obvious on if people really like the design, how they're going to extend it. But, you're an inventor. They're not. You might have some interesting ideas. And I would foster that relationship so you might come up with other ideas in the future.
And we do. She says she's open for me to contact her anytime. Via email is the best way to do it. And we do actually have another idea. We're just going to kind of see how this one plays out for a little bit, and then I'll present the other idea to him and see how it goes.
Yeah.
It was, even from the beginning, Dicksons we went through their webpage for submitting ideas. And it says, we'll get with you in about 12 weeks and let you know what we think of the product. And 2 days later, they emailed me and they asked me 3 questions. And it pretty much was, is it already out there? Is somebody else manufacturing this? Are your intentions to have somebody manufacture it and licensing it? So I answered those questions. The next day they said, hey, great. And then 4 days later, I had a contract in front of me.
It's not always that easy. That's unusual.
Yeah.
That's unusual. But nice, very nice. The average time for our students from initial interest to signing is 3 months. So for a company to act that quickly. Now, your product is they're in this business. They do these types of products. It's a design. They didn't need to look into, could we make it? There's not a whole bunch of unknown issues. So I think that's they liked it. It grabbed them, I think, as being very unique. And then there wasn't just not a lot of unknown issues. So that's the only reason why it happened that quick. But that's very impressive. It says a lot to how much they liked your concept.
Yeah, it was very exciting. They didn't want a prototype. They said they didn't need one. which, just the image itself is enough to sell it.
And you can see the evolution from your sell sheet to the catalog. We can put those two up right now. And they did a beautiful job with it, but I don't think they could have done it without you. They didn't come up with this. You did. This was really nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like the idea that they kept the look of the ornament in the standalone desktop one, like the wood, like the one that we made, where it's made out of oak, and I couldn't produce this for the cost that they are. It cost me $35 to make one of these. We're selling for $19.99. So there, yeah.
Where were you when you were trying to sell it on your own? Where were you selling it?
I actually made a bunch of them for our family at Christmas time. Gave them to them, and then they flipped out and told a few friends. So we were making them for friends and just giving them to them. Well, so we tried a couple craft shows, and we did pretty good there. So 20 or 30 of them, and then the local Christian store here, I asked them if I could put it on their shelves, and they said normally it's about 20% that they want off of it. But she said, that's pretty neat, but I'm not going to do that to you. You can have it. It's yours. So we did that for about 6 months.
So they basically just said you can go ahead and test it in our store for free. Is that what you did? Wow, that was nice.
Exactly what they did. And we only sold about 10 of them, and it wasn't there for that long.
Yeah.
The wife of the owner was okay with not taking any profits from it, and then the husband came along and said, "No, we want to wholesale it."
Yeah, but 30. You said 30. Dicksons is in 3,900 stores. This is the type of product they're familiar with. They have a good gut instinct about this. So I know the inventor always feels like it's going to sell well, right? But when a big company like this has a good gut instinct about it based on all their past experience, I think it's going to sell well. It's just out now, all right? So, but it's in stores now, and so that's exciting. It'll take a while for the royalties to come in, but they'll come in.
And that's what I kind of figured. We're in this will be our second quarter, so starting this month.
Cool.
But yeah, we're pretty excited about it. I took actually a copy of the page from the catalog and took it to the local store here and attached my business card to it and said, "Here you go."
Well, David, congratulations. Thank you for coming on and sharing your story. It means so much to our fans when they can see a product that an inventor has recently licensed and hear a little bit about the story. And, it's really nice of you to come on and do that. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Really appreciate you guys, what you do.
Okay. We appreciate you too. So I remind everybody to take care, keep inventing, and we'll catch you next time. See you guys. Bye.